Boom shakalaka, this Bitcoin chart has never been wrong, and guess what it says? Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, the Bitcoin chart that has never been wrong, and exactly what it says. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter with the Crypto Love, and subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel. Now, today, Fear and Greed at 28, up from yesterday's extreme fear to today's regular fear. I feel a lot less fearful. The overall market sideways, Bitcoin 84,469, Ethereum 1829, and XRP 209. Now, Bitcoin continuing in this downward trend. Right now, a local uptrend, but you can see this wedge formation forming a little bit of a polygon right there, potentially for breakout by mid-April. There is some good support coming up, roughly around the $73,000, $74,000 level if we reach those levels, but time will tell. Right now, people are just uncertain. The uncertainty index has just spiked to levels never before seen on this index. People have no idea. This is worse than what looks like the COVID pandemic. People are just confused. You know what happened shortly after the COVID pandemic? Yeah, I think the money printers went burr and the price of Bitcoin went through the roof. So could we see the same thing happening? Arthur Hayes seems to believe yes. If you watched yesterday's video, you can find a whole bunch more about that. But for right now, for every cycle, we can see a good retest and a bearish retest of the short-term MVRV. It moves with the good support line in bull markets and the bad support line in bear markets. Well, it's clear that this cycle is lining up to be very similar to the 2017 cycle, where we retest that line many, many times. So far, looking good. Just one more retest of that line. We can also see, if we take a look at the short-term holder cost basis, we have max fear in markets, and guess what? Bitcoin is at a higher low. I think that's really important, that it doesn't seem like many people are talking about. This is still a higher low for Bitcoin. The last low was $50-some thousand. As long as the next low is above $50,000, still in an uptrend for Bitcoin, still looking good. And as a matter of fact, based on the basic power law fair value statistics, right now where we ought to be as far as Bitcoin price goes, median fair value is about $84,500, currently at $82,420. Makes you think, for all of those calling this the end of this cycle, we haven't even entered the bubble phase yet. Yes, that's right. So far, Bitcoin currently trading at the median fair value hasn't even entered bubble territory yet. Holy cow, what does that mean? We'll get to it in a little bit of time. Just bear with me. But if we take a look here, this red line right here, the 200-week moving average, the orange line right here, Bitcoin realized price. Now, historically, bull market does not happen unless the Bitcoin realized price here in orange is above the 200-week moving average. Happened here in 2021, happened here in 2017, 2018, also happened here in 2014. Well, guess what? Right now, Bitcoin realized price is still below the 200-week moving average, suggesting again, we have not even topped yet, we have barely even begun. According to this cycle, the long-term holders have distributed over 2 million Bitcoin in two distinct waves, one right here and one right here, with prices at $78,000 and $108,000. But both of these periods of distribution have been followed with strong reaccumulation. You can see by this orange line changing direction. Same thing happening right now. The cyclic balance may be stabilizing price action once again. We do have a big buy signal on the Bitcoin hash ribbons. Take a look at this. Fourth buy signal for this cycle. Look at what happened at the previous buy signals. Yeah, pretty much time for Bitcoin price to go back up, which brings us to the one chart that has never been wrong before, and exactly what it is, what it means. You see the blue zone we're nowhere near? That would be this zone right here that my mouse is going over. Look at this. Those are tops on this liquidity cycle. Look at that. They correlate pretty well with tops in the Bitcoin price. look at where we are right now. Nowhere near there. 4 out of 4 Bitcoin cycles top there. We are nowhere near there. Not only that, but we have these double bottom bumps that occur towards the bottom of the liquidity cycle. The second bump in green right there. Look at what that correlates with. The bottom of the bull run. Could we actually be at the bottom 3 of 3 times so far? Bitcoin went parabolic shortly after this. The majority right now seem to think this is different, and we did need everybody to get off the train so that it could launch. All of the longs, the 100x longs, leverage longs, we need them all to get demolished before price could go up. But could we be on the verge of price moving up? Yeah, potentially. Not only for Bitcoin, but also for total market cap. You can see that when these lines flip, the entire crypto market has exploded on this signal. Historically, could be on the verge of a very big move, because if we take a look, triangle formation, very similar to what we saw before, could be headed towards new highs for Bitcoin and coincidentally for altcoins too. But that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom. Shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.